everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over 2 Galactus Heralds for the weekend of Galactus, Terrax, and the Fallen One from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. The most interesting thing about the Fallen One is he has this head sculpt that is screaming. Yeah, it's okay, I guess, for the head. I wish there was a alternate head that had him not screaming, but it's fine, I guess. The paint is okay and done pretty well for the figure. There's some weird kind of splotching going on over here for some reason, and that kind of sucks. That's a shame. The back of the head is luckily way cooler. It's a cosmic starfield that looks awesome. I love the little speckles. It's blue. I wish there was a bit of purple in there too, but this is nice, I guess. Kind of reminds me of Hades from Hercules. It's a really neat head sculpt that is awesome and doesn't get enough to love it deserves. The body is unfortunately really bland and we've seen it before. I don't know why it comes with holding hands either over here. That kind of sucks. Yeah, it's a bummer of a body. That's just okay. I think it's the Green Reaper one too, so watch out when you move the arms. Just be careful with that. As far as accessories goes, he comes with 2 holding hands that are just okay. This one swivels and hinges pretty well, but this one doesn't really swivel. It hinges okay though. That's a shame. I won't really be using these hands though. These fists are way better. I can swivel and then hinge them to my liking. They work really well and are awesome fists. Yeah, they're great, especially with the next accessory. He comes with these bubbly wobbly. He comes with these bubble effects we've seen a million times before. They're alright, I guess. They have little speckles in them and are blue, just like his hair. It's nicely done. I think some of the better bubble effects parts we've seen from Hasbro. As far as articulation goes for the Fallen One, the head goes left and then right and then back. Not really at all because of the hair. Forward pretty nicely. That's good. You do get a crunch down here, crunch back here, swivel over here. You also get the arm going up. You have to push it down so it doesn't scratch and then go in. That's fine, I guess. Go all the way around. Watch out for that hair. You get a swivel over here, a double jointed pinned elbow right there, and you do get splits. Not really that far. That kind of sucks. Up this far really nicely, actually. I like how far this goes up. And back pretty okay, I would think. Back this far, not really that great. And then swivel up here, very tight on that. Swivel down here, pretty loose on that. Down and up and then pivot, pretty tough joint on that. And 2 pickles upon the feet. Definitely just an okay figure to fill out your roster of Galactus Heralds. He's alright, I guess. He's fine. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. I really like the head sculpt for Terrax. It looks awesome. He's bald up top with a lot of good detail for his face. The raised eyebrow is great. The lowered eyebrow is really awesome. The teeth are not painted as well as they should be though, which is kind of a shame. But I do like the sort of chin strap that they give into his beard. And the bald head is nice and intimidating. I really like how it looks too. That paint for his neck as well. It's a very well done face sculpt, and on that nose is pretty funny too. The body has a really cool overlay in sort of a pinkish red that looks really great. I like the muted gold as well. And the dark blue is really nice too. He has a really dark color for his skin tone. That's really great. I like how the colors kind of mesh well together as a more darker look for this character, as we'll see a little bit later on. As far as the legs and belt go, he has a sort of skirt-like loincloth. It looks awesome. I love the white detail on this. It looks really great. If they add a little bit more, I think, to the figure, it would be awesome. They did add some on the arms, none on the head though. It's kind of a shame, but going down to the legs and boots, he does have some really nice kind of little gauntlet over here, covering his boot a little bit, and that color's nice over here. He works well as far as color scheme goes. Really good figure. As far as accessories goes, he comes with an axe, Terrax axe. It kind of works that way. It's really interesting and a cool piece. I love the wash on the handle. It's really well done, and the blade is nice, but there are little molding points on one side versus the other, so display them how you'd like. I'm glad they did it this way instead because of the hand that holds it. And that hand holds it very well, albeit at a little angle, but it looks really nice anyways. Super cool. It fits in very well. As far as articulation goes for Terrax, he is one of the first Build-A-Figures, at least this mold is, so I'll give him a little bit of leeway. Left and right on the head. You go back this far, not really that much. Forward this far, not really that much. This thing gets in the way a little bit, and we'll see it get in the way a lot more. Back this far, not really that much, with this thing holding the belt together, and forward this far, pretty okay. Pushing this piece out. It is kind of a strange build. You don't really get much articulation out of it without sort of snapping this off or breaking it off, but it can easily be put back on, as you can see over here. You do get up this far and down with the arm, and around all the way. You get a swivel over here, single jointed elbow, fine for the times, I guess. Swivel over here with up this far and down this far, and then up this far and down this far with this hand and swivel over here. This paint isn't really that great, I gotta say anyways. You do get a little bit of swivel over here while sacrificing this thing. This thing could have been done in any number of different ways. You get out this far with these weird Y-joint legs. They're kind of strange, and down and down. You go up this far pretty nicely and back really far very nicely with this leg as well. Swivel up here with a double jointed knee going just okay for that. Swivel at the boot, very nice, down and then up and then pivot with two pegals at the bottom of the feet. This is an older figure mold hampered by the articulation of the times for a larger figure of its size. This piece over here is the biggest point of contention, but I do like how he looks. It's how he poses that will stand the real test of time. He isn't that great. I would love some kind of redo eventually. That probably will only happen maybe in like 5 years or so. To compare both Terraxes side by side, one is basically darker with more muted colors, the other is basically lighter with brighter colors, but I do like how they look respectively. You get a little more rock texture on the old one with a lot of wash on the back, at least mostly. Pretty interesting when it's not going to be seen all that much, whereas with this one you get more wash on the front where that could be seen much better. I'm not sure which I like, the more speckled version or non-speckled with the white wash, but it's pretty interesting to see these two together. They're pretty neat figures and look nice as well. So which one do you like better, the old or the new? Tell me in the comments. In addition, their weapons are also different. You get a wash on the new one and nothing on the old one. The wash was probably spent on the body for that, but it looks really nice as far as the new one goes. The old one is just okay. It's an alright piece, but the new one just really shines way more. Here's the fallen one next to Terrax, and they look pretty in scale with each other. The fallen one stands at about 6.5 inches tall, while Terrax himself towers at around 7.25 inches tall. I really like how these figures look together. It's a shame that the fallen one is so bland though, but that hair kind of makes up for it, and Terrax is as cool as always. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. You come with 2 holding hands and you can't even hold the axe? Geez, no wonder you're screaming all the time. Overall, just an okay set with some okay figures. The fallen one is really disappointing. He's an old body mold that doesn't really work that well and should be retired, I think, immediately, as I've said before. The hands don't really work as well with him, and one of my hands is stuck entirely. But those hands I don't need, and I'm perfectly fine with the fists and the effects. They're pretty good. The head's the best part about the figure with that really cool hair, but I wish he wasn't screaming all the time. Terrax is a pretty good figure too, but he suffers from having an older body mold. The joints on him aren't really up to snuff with the current figures. However, the color scheme is. It's more muted and a little less gaudy than what has been seen before, and I kinda like it. It looks nicer. I do wish his harness was much better on his chest, at least for articulation's sake, to make it a little bit better and more movable, but it's a shame it is how it is right now. I love the washes on him, especially on the weapon. He looks really nice in that regard, but a little more oomph could have made this figure skyrocket to being much better. If you've picked up the HasLab Galactus, these are the figures for you to add to his collection of heralds, but if not, you can just pass on them as they aren't really that essential if you don't have the big G. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.